TitleMatchNetwork.com.
Were you there when Eric Bischoff offered all the guys the release if they wanted it?
Yeah. Yeah, I was there in a meeting. It was he asked Konnan, and that's when Scott Levy stood up and he singled out a few guys because a lot of guys, everybody's got a better way of doing things, but nobody, okay, well, kid, then do it.
Right.
If you got a better way, do it. And I respect Scott because he stood up and Bischoff singled him out. He said, if you ain't got a problem, you leave, and he got up and left. Konnan, on the other hand, put his tail between his legs and hid in the corner. And some of the other guys stood up and said, hey, I was wrong, whatever. Levy was the only one who stood up and said, okay, I'll leave. And took what happened, Respect the guy for that. Konnan, I have a hard time with that boy. He wants to be in a different position than what he's at, and his abilities won't let him get so far. Not saying that I'm anything, but he's careless and he's reckless. And if you're going to be careless and reckless, then you're going to have to take whatever comes, If you're going to go out there and potato guys or get rough or something, then, the hell with it. I'm going to do the same shit. So, if there was a 10 most guys that you most definitely didn't want to work with, he'd be one of them. Just classic styles, and he's lazy and don't really care for the guy either.
I think it was like the final Nitro you worked with Konnan. It seemed to be a little stiff, was it?
I tried to beat the hell out of him.
Yeah.
I knew it was the end. And he was, he'd hurt Luger, hurt his bicep, and he had hurt a couple other guys, And I called a couple things in the ring, and he didn't do it. He didn't get it. He didn't remember it. He said, "What? Fine, I just fuck this. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him." So I just pounded out.
All right. Who did you enjoy working with the most and least?
Well, like Sting and Lex, Arn Anderson, Tully, the guys like that. Simone's were fun to work with. Even Simmons and Butch Reed were fun to work with. But like some of the Vader was hard to work with. Konnan, worthless. That's if you brought some names up and you said, well, this guy, I might be able to give you more guys, but on the top of my head, I really, I pretty much worked with everybody.
TitleMatchNetwork.com